It's no secret that many things are changing in our world. Um, Technologies keep evolving, AI as well, and 10 years from now, the world might be entirely different from what we know right now. That's why today I'll be talking about what I think being an outdoor therapist will be like 10 years from now. First of all, what is an outdoor therapist? Well, basically, it's only using the benefits of nature to help people while doing therapy. So it's exactly the same as doing a therapy inside, but you also get to benefit from being outside. I think outdoor therapists 10 years from now will have a great lifestyle. First of all, they will most likely live in nature or close to nature because they will most likely live close to where they work. And if you're working in nature, I guess you will not be living in Montreal or in Quebec City, right? I think that they are gonna be their own bosses as well and like not work for big companies or anything. So I think that's very good because you get to choose your own schedule and choose where and when you work. And I think that's a great lifestyle. And that's why I put it in one of the pros for this job. I think it's just a great lifestyle, and I think it's one of the reasons to be doing this job later in life. Um, but I do think the main reason is helping people. I think anyone who decides to become a therapist uh, do it because they want to help people and change the world and make the world a better place. So I think that's the biggest pro, being able to help people because it's such a rewarding thing, and I think it's just a very good reason to be doing that job. For the cons, I only have two, but they are very big deal breakers from my perspective. And they might even be a deal breaker for me in the future if I realize that I can't deal with those cons. First of all, it's a very big mental charge. It's very heavy. People don't go to therapy if they're doing great, so you have to listen to sad stories and people who are in trouble constantly. But you just need to keep your head in the game and remember that's your job and separate this from your own life. And I think that's just so hard and super impressive for the people that do it every day. So I think that's an enormous con for this job because you're like basically living in negativity except when people start to feel better. But you also have to deal with the fact that some people might not feel better and you're just doing your best to help them. The other big con is that it's very hard physically as well. If you break a bone or if you're sick, if you're not able to walk, you cannot do this job because being an outdoor therapist, it's part of your job to be moving and to be outside. So you completely rely on your body. And I think that's not the case for many jobs that you're just sitting in an office or something. And it can be a deal breaker if you can't rely on your body like this constantly, each day, every day, for just going at your job. As a therapist or social worker or anyone who does therapy basically, you will have to encounter many social issues. But you know that when you get in the job, it's a part of the job to be helping people suffering from different social issues and be fighting against them and trying to reduce the bad things it does to people. So I think the ones that you might encounter more often as an outdoor therapist are mental health issues, addiction, and violence against women, because most likely the clients will be people who have dealt with those kinds of social issues or different kind of social issues, basically any social issues that may uh, push them to need some help, right? One social issue that I hope and I think will be seen very differently uh, 10 years from now is poverty. Right now, therapy and outdoor therapy are not very accessible, like at all, because the public system is there's a enormous waiting line and it's just not working great right now. So, therapy is not accessible for people who are living in poverty or just don't have the money to pay for therapy. So I think that is really sad, and I hope that outdoor therapy will be available to anyone who needs it and not just people who have money. To conclude, therapy will always be relevant. There will always be people who aren't feeling great. Therapy is a great way to push through difficult times and understand yourself more so it won't just disappear one day, and therapy will be more accessible, I hope, in 10 years. So, being an outdoor therapist will be a great job, and I think it might be my future. Hi, my name is Frédéric Gauthier, and I've been working in customer service for 3 years now as a waitress, an usher in a theater, and a sales consultant at an outdoor sports shop. I'm currently completing my collegial social studies, and I will be doing a diploma of collegial studies next year in adventure tourism, which I find very exciting. I've also done a 40-hour bartending course at l'École du Bar de Montréal.